Welcome back to our YouTube channel. In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to cut in all of the edges that are in between the ceiling and the walls of your house. Please stay tuned and continue watching until the end, because we're going to show you the entire detailed process of how we cut in all the walls, and so we can have professional results. If you want to learn how to do all kinds of DIY projects and handyman work yourself, then you're in the best place here on YouTube, since that's all we do here at Frank's Handyman Service. Consider subscribing to our YouTube channel and activate the notification bell, so that way you don't miss out on any future videos that we're going to be uploading. So I'm starting to cut in the edges here between my wall and also the angled ceiling that you see. Now, I don't know if you can tell, but the wall is not exactly straight. Right here there's an area where it kind of dips down and it goes up. So you may find that to be the case in your scenario. And if that is, then you just want to follow that edge as close as possible. One thing that's going to help you out tremendously is to get a good quality paintbrush. The one that I'm using, I purchased it at my local Lowe's. It's a Purdy brand. That's the one that many painters utilize and what they prefer. This is a Purdy XL. It's a 3-inch wide paintbrush that is high quality. And as you can see, while I'm painting I'm cutting in the edges, I'm also painting about 3 to 5 inches below that. So when I come in and do the rolling of the walls, I can get as close as I can, but I still have enough space, to comfortably and efficiently roll the walls without having to bump into the ceiling. So I'm just taking my time little by little. This is the highest point right here, and I ran into this wooden railing. So I'm just starting to put the blue tape. I just got a typical generic blue tape that works perfectly for this. Now you may ask, why didn't I do this before? Well, I mean, you could do all of this prep work beforehand and then just start painting, but I just wanted to get right into it. And honestly, it didn't take me that long, like you see right here. I mean, I'm speeding it up a little bit, but literally to tape all this up, it took me a few minutes. And once you have it all set up, then you can continue to cut in all of that. Even paint as close as you can to that wooden railing. And that's going to help you to not paint any of it. And once your paint dries, you can go ahead and just remove all of this tape. And you're going to find that you're going to have a beautiful, straight, clean edge. Now, this is the other side that is the tallest part. The good thing is that I have an upper level, so I was able to get to that little section right there as far as I could. And the rest, I'm actually going to do it later, because the ladder that I'm using, it's 8 foot tall. And that ceiling is about 13 or 14 feet tall. So I'm gonna ask my dad to help me hold the ladder while I go up there. But in the meantime, I'm just gonna paint everything else, since I have plenty of work. I also, there used to be like a TV mount that we removed, and there was a few holes, so I'm patching those with some some of that compound for the walls. And I also put tape all around this fireplace area. So this will help me to paint as close as I can. And that little bucket, you see that red one, it has like a little handle, so you can slip your hand through that. And since it's not too big, it's perfect. You can carry it for pretty much the whole project and you won't get tired. But this is the results after I cut in all of this left side wall around the fireplace, that angled wall that you see up there all the way, down here, and also at the bottom I put some of that blue tape right above the baseboard. And so I pretty much got all of this area fully cut in, and the only thing that I need is to do this upper part and this other angled, which I'm going to show you here in a little bit, and then also painting around this kitchen. So once I removed all of the covers for the outlets, I also put in some of that blue tape around the cabinets and on top of the baseboard. So I'm just going to paint around all of that, and this entryway, I'm going to paint the perimeter of all of this entry as well. And then the front of the wall, I'm going to easily paint that with the roller in the future. So please keep an eye out, because in the near future I'm gonna upload another video where I'm gonna roll all of the walls. So I'll show you how that gets done. And right here, this is another little strip of area that I'm gonna need to paint. And these two light fixtures, I decided to just leave them hanging like that, because otherwise I would have had to like cut the electrical and remove those and hook it back up. I didn't want to deal with all that, so I just let them hang right there, and I was able to easily just paint around it. And meanwhile, I have plenty of other things to do. I'm gonna let that paint dry, and then I'm just gonna go back and hook it back up. And then in the very end, I'm just gonna roll around those light fixtures. So that's the easiest way you can work around those kind of situations. And right here, I'm just starting to cut in this other angled wall, and you're gonna see I'm gonna get as high as I can. I wasn't able to get to the very upper one, but even that way I was still able to reach quite a bit. Now this is the area my dad is actually helping me hold up the ladder, and I was able to get to the last step before the top. And this was key because I had to move around to the right, to the left, and by him holding the ladder firmly, I was able to just paint all of this comfortably. And over here, it wasn't that bad, but it was a little tight, especially in this area right here. I had to like squeeze through there and turn around and then paint this other side. But this was the most difficult part of the project. And as long as you take your time and you have some patience, you're gonna be able to get these kind of professional results, even if you have no experience. I believe this is my second house that I've painted so far, and thankfully, you know, I had some decent amount of patience, and I just like taking my time. I love to see the results of things once they get done. So I was able to get some good quality lines all the way through. You're gonna see that some areas, they look a little bit like not straight or whatever, and that's because, like I said, you know, my wall where it connects with the ceiling, it wasn't perfectly straight, and I found that out afterwards when I started painting it. But it's no big deal. Like I said, you just follow it the best way possible. As long as you're focused on painting the wall portion of it and not so much the ceiling, that's gonna help you to get the best, straightest edge cut line that you can get. And honestly, it just turned out so great. Once this right here, it's pretty much ready. I'm gonna be able to come back in later with my roller and just paint everything real quick. This is the hardest part about painting a room, but this is the results right here. After I painted everything, you can see that it's all taken care of, and it's still kind of wet, but that's how it's gonna look. So yeah, stay tuned, and you're gonna see the other video where I'm gonna roll all of this, and you'll see how I did that. Pretty straightforward, but this is how you can paint an entire living room and obtain professional results by doing it yourself. I hope you like this video. Please consider subscribing to our YouTube channel and activate the notification bell, so that way you don't miss out on any future videos that we're going to be uploading. especially since there's a lot of projects here around the house that we're gonna be renovating in the near future. Also, there's quite a bit of handyman work that we're gonna be doing outside of our house. So we're just gonna upload all kinds of projects that we're doing, and maybe some of them will be great for you and others will just be a good learning experience. But even still, you're gonna see a lot of examples of what a handyman does on a day-to-day basis. But there you go. This is the entire panorama of our house, how everything turned out once we cut in all of the lines and painted everything. May God bless you, and we'll see you on the next video.